welcome to Discovering Thailand. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. And if you have any comments or questions about anything, please put them below and they'll get answered, okay? And also if you have any thoughts on the subject matter, put them down there to do as well. If there's something of useful information, I'll pin it to the top of the comments so other people can see it. So here we are in Thailand, and it came to the point where I needed to renew my passport. So here it is. It came the other day, my Australian passport, brand new, and now I have to go through the process of getting the stamps from my other old passport, these ones, transferred to the new one, because obviously this one's now invalid, can't be used because I've been issued with the new one. This is what happens here in Thailand. I can't speak for other countries, but I can say whatever your nationality is, if you're in Thailand and you're living here, this is what you'll have to do. You'll have to get your extension of stay, which is this one, also known as the retirement visa. You renew this every year, it needs to be transferred into that, along with other visas and entry visas that you've had and moved across. Also, this is a piece of paper that used for your 90-day reporting. It tells me the date that I have to go for that. I will actually move that into the new passport once I get the stickers there. And I also have my TM30, which is my proof of residence certificate, that stays in the passport as well, and I'll be putting that into there as well. Okay, so follow me along. We'll go out to immigration. Now I'm here in Chiang Mai. It will be it's the same process wherever you are in Thailand, just the location will be different. Basically what you'll need to do, and I'll go through this again later, is every page of your passport needs to be photocopied, okay? Every page. If you've had to replace your passport because it was stolen, that's a whole different story. I'm not sure what's going to happen, what would happen there in that case. And if you know, let me know in the comments. If you had to replace your passport with those stamps in it because it was stolen or just gone missing, yeah, I don't know if this would work for you. But anyway, all right, so like I said, we're going to go down, photocopy every page. There is just one piece of paperwork that I can pick up down there that needs to be filled out, and all that will be is filling out the details of the new passport, details from the old, signing it and handing that in. But hopefully it'll all go well and it'll be a quick day, and I'll be back here to talk about how it went, and I'll give you an update after I've been in there, because obviously I can't film inside immigration, okay? All right, so stick with us to the end, and we'll show you what to do and make this process easier for you to do. If I go through it and have any problems, then you'll know how it'll make it simpler for you to do. Okay, all right, let's get down to immigration and see how we go. Hey everybody, welcome back. So an update on my passport. So what happened is I showed up here about an hour ago at immigration. I'm up here in Chiang Mai, of course. It will probably be different where you are if you're not in Chiang Mai, if you're somewhere else in Thailand. But there are a couple of tips that may be relevant wherever you are. One tip I found out was don't just walk in there and head to get the photocopies done and then go look for your paperwork and so forth. This one here at the airport immigration, you need to take a number as you walk in first. Okay, so as you walk in, there's a window, it may not be open, may be closed. Get yourself a number, tell them what you're there for and get that number, because that will save you a bit of time. So I didn't do that. I went straight down to the back where the photocopy place was, and I got all my photocopies of my old passport, which was every page, and then and the main first page on the new passport. Then of course I walked up to where all the document preparation area is, where I got from the information I managed to get the correct document to fill out, which was pretty basic. It was just your old passport details, your new passport details, your name, and sign it, and that was it. So then I went back to the document preparation area with all my stuff. They went through it, and then they sent me away again to go and sign every piece of paper that was photocopied, as they do. So I did that, went back, gave them all the stuff again, and then they said, "Where's your number?" Well, I didn't have a number because I didn't know I had to get a number before I did all this. So they said, "Leave this with me and go back to where you came in and get a number. Tell them what you're here for." I did that. I went, got my number, came back, he stuck the number with all the paperwork. So all up until that moment, I'd been there for nearly, I'd say close to an hour, and I'd lost all that time in the queue because I should have had a number that long ago when I first arrived. So wherever you go get yours done, make sure you get the number first. Get that queue number. So I sat down and the numbers were called out pretty quick. It's a fairly quiet day. It's not too busy here today, so I'm pretty lucky in that way. I went and grabbed a coffee actually. And I came back and there was about 10 numbers ahead of me. And they flicked through reasonably quickly. And then I just went and up to the window, gave all my paperwork to them, and then they've stuck a new number on there. Of course, none of this has been put in for processing yet, so they stuck a new number on it, and now it's 11 AM and they've told me to come back at 2 PM and then go into the other office, window number 2, when they call out my number. So obviously they're going to have a break for lunch, and I've got to hang around for 3 hours, which is why I'm going for a walk down to Central Plaza shopping centre. If I'd have got earlier in the morning, I don't know, it might have been busier, but who knows. So I'm going to go back in 3 hours and then finally hand in my passports with the paperwork required, and then we'll see how long that takes. Okay, welcome back. It was a long day. Okay, so after I went back to immigration at 2 PM, I got there about 1:45, went straight into the building, and at that window I just knew that's where I had to wait. I already had the ticket, so I just sat down. Well, that's where the waiting began. There were 5 people in front of me, and it took from say 2 PM till 4:15 PM. So 15 minutes before immigration closed, I finally got my passport, and there's my new Australian passport, okay, with my new immigration stamps in there, so which includes my retirement visa. So done. A few tips I would suggest. Now that happened to me, but I don't know if it's like that all the time. One thing I did notice towards the end, the people that were ahead of me, like the 4 people ahead of me, it took them about half an hour when they went up to give their passport in, when their ticket number was called, their paperwork, and then they had to go and sit down again, and then it was another half an hour after that before that person was called up again to collect their passports and go. Then they would call the next number. So it was almost an hour for every number they called. But what happened was, at the end, I realized that there's a lot of tour group people and probably visa agents walking up to that window and handing in multiple passports, and then walking away and then coming back and getting them all done, which was extending the time it took for us people who just walk in off the street to do it, making us wait longer. There was one woman that turned up at the office. I never saw her the whole time I was there, and when she went to the window, they took at least 50-60 passports, were all taken and put into a bag that they must have been working on, and that is why there's such a long wait. I don't know if that's a regular thing every day, but it certainly happened today. So yeah, I was one of about 6 people left in the waiting room of the entire immigration office this afternoon. Anyway, so done. Don't have to worry about this now. I think there may be a possible, I may have to go and get my driver's license here, my Thai driver's license updated, because on the front of a Thai driver's license is my old passport number. But I have heard that I could just leave that, not worry about it, as long as I carry a copy of this, photocopy of this, and then just when I renew it in 2 years, then do it with the new passport. But I will find out on that, and if I have to go ahead and do that, I'll bring you along on that one as well. But so there we go. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that you learned something from this. So yeah, it was a longer day than I expected, because when I first showed up at the immigration office, there weren't a lot of people there. I mean, I've seen it twice as crowded, but that didn't seem to make a difference for what I was there for. Anyway, thank you everybody. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe. You can also join the channel if you want to support. That's great too. And as usual, I'll keep you updated on my progress and all about my progress of retiring and living here in Thailand, and what all the procedures are and things you have to go through. I'll keep you all updated on that. Anyway, comment below if you've got any comments. If you have any questions, let me know down below. And well, that's it. I'll see you all in the next video. Okay, bye for now. Cheers.